Oh my goodness, guys, I almost just made a huge mistake. Okay, let me start from the beginning. It's gonna be loud because I'm right next to the road. So, I wanted to plant a tree here last week, probably on Friday, and I went to go to plant it, and I noticed that there was like a water pipe right here that was probably about, oh gosh, 3 feet away from where I wanted to plant the tree. And I was like, you know, that kind of bothers me that that's that close, you know? I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I was just, you know, gonna start getting planting anyway. But something kept telling me, don't plant it here, don't plant it here. And I'm like, okay, what do I do then? I mean, if this pipe bothers me, what do I do? And so I remembered that there was this call before you dig line. And so what I did is I went ahead and called it, and they said, oh, we won't be able to get to it until after the weekend, yada yada. And I'm like, no, I don't want to wait that long. But something told me to just go ahead and do it anyway. So I went ahead and called, and they came out, and sure enough, check this out. This is the water pipe location, and right here is actually where I wanted to plant the tree. And I was like, yeah, that's way too close. I don't want to mess with it. And look what happened with the call before you dig, people. They put a line exactly in the spot where I wanted to put that tree. And the thing is, I thought it went this way because my house is over this way, obviously. So I would have assumed that maybe the water pipe ran this way, but something told me again not to plant it here because this could end up being too close. So then I was nervous about where I was gonna put it, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll just put it to the other side. You know, maybe I'll just move it slightly off to the side of where the pipe is. That way it doesn't get in the way there. We were actually headed out leaving somewhere. So I looked at the spot and I was kind of disappointed I wasn't going to be able to plant it here. I decided I was going to put it off to the other side. And by the time we came back, look what happened now. Gas pipeline. Okay, so now I'm not going to be able to put it from where I was originally going to put it. I can't put it off to the other side because there was a gas pipeline. This is a big deal because if I wouldn't have called before I planted this tree, major problems could have happened. If I would have hit this water pipe, I could have made a water outage for everyone while they had to dig up this whole thing and fix the pipe if I would have broken it. It could have been a major expense to try to fix, you know? So it could have costed a lot of money if I would have done that. If I wouldn't have hit the pipe, if it was too low, you know, and I didn't hit it when I was planting the tree, then what could have happened is the tree roots could have eventually grown into it, and that could have caused some problems. And so, yes, long story short, major problems could have occurred if I would have just kept doing what I was doing at the time. So that stinks. That really stinks. But I hope that you can learn from my, you know, mistake that or the gas line. Think of how much worse that would have been if I would have hit that. You know what I mean? Those are probably down far enough that I wouldn't have hit it, but still, there's still a, you know, chance that that could have caused all kinds of problems or, you know, just some really bad things. So anyway, I don't want to make this video too long, but I will say, if you guys have a call before you dig kind of line in your area, call it. I've never called it before, and the only reason I did this time was because this water pipe was so close and I was kind of nervous about it, and boy am I glad that I did. So please learn from my mistake, or almost mistake, and make sure you call those lines. In my area it was like 811. You might have to look up online as to what yours is. And if you're worried about it being expensive, ours was free. So they come out and they locate all these lines, you know, the cable lines, the internet lines, the gas, the water, the sewer, everything. So they came out and they located all of them, and it was all for free. So it was definitely worth it. And I'm really glad that I was able to avoid this major problem that I could have caused had I not have called. So hopefully you found this video helpful to you. I'm Frugal Green Girl, and we'll see you next time.